The studio, formerly known as Thrift Studio, is back in the Dallas Design District, packed with high-end furniture, art, and accessories at deep discounts, you guys. And Paige is live in Dallas's Design District with a look at the stunning designer vignettes. Paige, what have you found so far? Because I know you're out there shopping.
Oh, I'm absolutely shopping, but look here. I'm in a beautiful, what is seen as a dwelling, and we're going to be talking about a wonderful nonprofit called Dwell with Dignity. I am excited to introduce you to Teresa Chernak to tell us more about this nonprofit, its mission, and who it supports. Shall we take a seat?
Yes, absolutely.
This is lovely. So tell me, what is Dwell with Dignity? What's it all about?
So Dwell with Dignity's mission is to transform lives through design. And we work with social service agencies that nominate families that are escaping homelessness and poverty to our program. We meet with the families, learn about their needs and their story, and then we customize a complete home interior for their entire home, their children, specific to them. And this is a complete gift for the family.
That is incredible, because when we talk about families that are in need, and certainly those that might be housing insecure, once they are finally in a dwelling, it can still be daunting to think about, how do I furnish that with some basic necessities? But beyond that, the whole concept of dignity and how that applies with design is really important, because what you're able to gift them with is not only functional pieces, but pieces that are beautiful and a reflection of who they are, and that makes them feel like they are indeed at home.
Absolutely. We see that play dates are made, people are hosted over for Thanksgiving, for the holidays, and it's just the outcomes and the trickle-down effects of all the positive benefits just continue.
Well, it looks like we're in a lovely dwelling, but the reality is we are in a studio that has lots of different vignettes, and you have the opportunity to purchase some of these items at a fraction of the cost. Looking at this massive table here, all of these items have been donated. This normally retails for what?
$4,500, but today we're selling it for $1,500 plus a 30% off discount.
These kinds of prices can be really amazing, so that you can certainly furnish your home with designer appointed pieces, and also at the same time saving money and knowing that you're also helping families in need. Now, looking at some mid-century modern, some cool, a different aesthetic, those are chairs that look really, really special and probably pretty pricey. What are some deals that you can get on pieces like that?
So these are called ghost chairs. They are a wonderful designer brand, and they retail for, I think it's about $350 for 2 pairs, and we are selling them for 30% off of that price.
That is fantastic, because this is the time to come. You're not going to be open for much longer until May 9th. So as we're now sitting in another beautiful vignette, I want to ask you about a story that you might have experienced of a family who had the opportunity and the privilege to have a home done, because you do the entire home. We're not talking about a one-room makeover, the entire home. Can you tell me a story about how one family reacted?
Absolutely. So it was last month, we had a family that moved here from Chicago about 3 years ago. They had been working with a partner agency to get back on their feet after living out of their car for 2 years because they moved here for a job that fell through. Once they got back on their feet, they were able to secure their own housing and have a job to sustain it. They moved into their apartment. We furnished the entire apartment. And when we had the big reveal, when the family came home to see the space for the first time, their 12-year-old daughter said, "It feels like we actually live here now."
Yeah, and they'd been there for 3 years, but now it feels like a home. It feels like home. So I also want to, in addition to, of course, talking about this nonprofit, which is incredible, let's also talk about the deals for our viewers, too. Look at these extraordinary pieces. These are beautiful. These are things that you would see in a designer showroom for hundreds of dollars. You're able to you're able to sell these for a fraction of the cost. What are we talking about price savings?
Correct. So these are priced at about $75 each, and this week everything is 30% off.
That is incredible. And look at this pillow. Now, there are people in our world that are willing to spend $392 on a pillow, but this is something, once again, you can have some of these signature pieces that you wouldn't otherwise feel you could justify, because the price points are so reasonable here. And at the same time, you can have a designer touch. So looking at this, you can really get a good deal on it. Tell me about
Absolutely. This is donated by the wonderful Kelly O'Neill Design Legacy. He has a showroom here in Dallas, and we're pricing this at $85, and then it's an additional 30% off of this.
Let's talk a little bit about the designers too, because this gives designers an opportunity. We're talking designers who have often very high-end clients, very particular clients. They're able to come and express their creativity and do so by putting together these pieces, but they're also giving a big contribution to the community by giving their aesthetics. And that also includes the artists. Lots of artwork that's around here that you've commissioned these artists to do, and everything is donated.
We have about 45 original pieces of local artwork. This is a great example of Hannah Brown right here, and many pieces all around the studio that are retailed. They give us a retail, and then we take about 40% off of that price. But it's just incredibly generous artist community.
It is incredibly generous what you're doing to help support our families. These are our neighbors. These are our friends in our community that have an opportunity for a second chance and to really feel at home in their dwelling. Where can people find more information?
On our website is a great way to learn more, and we're open through May 9th to shop here. Everything is donated here, and all the funds that are made through the proceeds and the sales go back to fund our mission.
We're in the Dallas Design District. Check it out. There's also volunteer opportunities for you as well as an opportunity to shop with a purpose. Thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.